Black, and today we're doing a video on Xenoverse 2 once again. And we are basically doing it without you guys, sorry about that, because we are just more trying to get the holy round, like the super attack one. As long as we are still we are able just to give people what they need, what they want.
Consider
I'm too black. You make me sick.
To those types that you cannot hope to comprehend.
It isn't over yet! It isn't over! It isn't over yet!
What's that saying? You always like the better when you pick your opponent's back. As long as you do have to really worry. Good, you know how to lose.
Immortal? Worthy of becoming my disciple.
You're stupid enough to interrupt the battle between gods.
Get off of me! I'm near close to death, but as long as I'm still fighting, I still have boundaries of limited energy beyond myself and to others. Stop! That's it. Everything! I started my live stream before you came back on. Everything! Big bang! Kamehameha!
Not good.
Big bang! Kamehameha! You're very good. Cyborg 17. You're definitely doing your super form for the GT storyline, and it's always to know that you were
Get out of my sight!
Stop. Stop. This is pathetic. Come on, we're gonna push this farther.
Ow. I thought Jake was there.
Jack was here, but he left for some reason. Anyways.
It's probably because of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, what you guys do? Because I saw the stream name, which is pretty obvious, but other than that, what
He was trying to get dramatic finishes, but the one he kept on failing to get was Well, he got it 2.
Can they
I
shush?
am your
He
god.
got
Kinda
it 2.
listen.
The one
He got
true
it at
God.
3, which was, you know, the Bardock with Frieza. If you play as Bardock, Bardock survives, goes Super
Yeah, I
Saiyan,
know
and
the-
kills. And
Yeah, I know all the
Believe it.
dramatic finishes. What do you
You're
do?
seriously awesome.
he was trying to get like every single dramatic finishes, but the ones he failed to do was the future Trunks, you know, cutting Zamasu, well, not Zamasu, Frieza into tiny bits.
They're all easy to do.
And Muscle Tail, well, yeah, they are, but between you know how others are. Also, you realize I did change my my real name, you know. Like, you noticed that, right?
And what?
For PlayStation. Like, look at it.
Yeah, it's a Jake. No, wait.
Jacob.
Your real name.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
well, just take a look at it, man. Yeah. Since my YouTube channel, Jacob Xenoverse and
Oh
Jacob
yeah,
Black.
I can't see it because like I didn't send you a real name request.
Let me do it. Let me do it. Well, it was known as Jacob Xenoverse at first, and now I just changed it to, well, to Jacob Xenoverse and Jacob Black. And one of my friends sent me an invitation to the broadcast that his name is Shadow the Ultra Instinct Hedgehog, and Emerald. Your name. Okay, I'm gonna call you Card this time.
It's a the first time I leave, like this is supposed to be a family account, my account right now, but since there's a lack of split screen game, it's mainly me.
Yeah.
So
I
Retro
can tell.
765 is just my gaming bag.
I can
And I
tell.
don't want it to be. It sucks actually.
Well, I can see. Also, I'm gonna have some practice. I have my first practice through Monday through Thursday next week. After once I get, you know, when I get back to school on the 23rd, because I'm doing cross country. To give you a little heads up.
Okay.
And these practices will be short because it's gonna be a morning. Well,
Yeah.
not entirely short because if it's cross country, then we're going to like run to different places until we get back to the actual track, and then we could all go home. That's basically how cross country works.
Got it.
Yeah. Man. Oh, did you saw the cooler trailer for Fire Z? Though, by the way.
Yeah, that was too obvious.
Well, whoever's gonna be the last one, we're gonna find out sooner or later. You think it's gonna be meta cooler? Just saying.
As much as that would be cool. Actually, yeah, they probably could do that.
Or golden cooler if they decided to put, Dragon Ball
they
Heroes.
only do. I think they only do canon, so I don't expect that one.
Canon and non-canon. Because
Basically, but yeah.
because they added, glory, like the old version.
Oh wait, no, I think they mean like any Dragon Ball movie like that, I think, or something. Like Dragon Ball owned by Toei or Bandai.
Yeah.
So Golden Cooler, not really, but I bet because I don't know why.
Probably.
Actually, yes, because I can't wait.
But still, people still have some updates if there's gonna be a next DLC after the one that we're gonna get. Like we know that they're not gonna stop until when they're gonna make other DLC characters, because we all know that's true. Like, you get the point, right? Because that's how, Dragon Ball works until when they decide to make a new game, which will have, the characters that were DLC, but now they're finally to be free to use whenever time you're going to use them.
I'm trying to listen to Jacob.
Oh god. I'm not gonna have an argument with him. Oh, did you know about the legendary summons on Dokkan Battle?
Yeah, I'm ignoring them because, to be honest, kind of worthless to me.
Well, I got Majin Vegeta, the blue card. I got him a few years back. Well, a few days back. So, if I could just like...
a few years? No.
No,
like,
not a few. If it was a few years, I would have been like an old man right now.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I changed that word from years to few days. Because it possibly was after when we were getting, you know, like our chances to get the LR, Goku, and Vegeta with like two different types, like the parts where they were dead in the Nimba storyline for the Fusion Reborn, and to the one with the canon storyline with you know, Vegeta. But with Vegeta without having the hollow though. Saying if the two would have kept the Patara earrings and would have used it for the last resort just in case.
Basically.
Yeah. But still, it's still that kind of awesome to know that once we get this new DLC, we're probably gonna, you know, try to grind for, you know, Kefla's super attack and baby super attack.
I'm not gonna be as grindful because they're not used, unless like Kefla has ultimate I can use, I'm not.
The ultimate is the Crusher Cannon one. You know, the one that she tried to use to hit Goku with, but failed.
Kathy, shush, hold on. What? Wait, check out what?
Hold up.
Did you eat? How come that thing won't charge? It's meant to, I think.
It still charges. See?
There's literally no point in me doing any of those. I wanted to find Narrowmon lenses, but I can't find any.
Why have you done this?
I don't know.
I don't like the fact that you have to pick my power times in Nana. I was like, Anthony, what do you mean by like what do you know about Keflon?
With her.
Because I know obviously one of the ultimates is key, let's face it.
Hello.
The moment she's finished though, they're gonna probably release DLC 7.
Yeah. More likely to say that people are really going to have a focused time when they're going to do with the other DLCs. Like, let's have a little discussion here. Alright folks, this channel here will be more likely just to be more for fighting and for discussions for the if Xenoverse 2 does continue the next DLCs after we get DLC 7. Because many people's predictions really thought about like the characters who you originally thought that you were going to have, but unfortunately you all know you were all wrong, because you might believe that we will get them, but we didn't. We're just getting the actual characters that we're going to get, and the current characters we're going to get for the next one, it was obvious. Super Baby for the GT storyline in Vegeta's body in the final form. You still there, Kenzo?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Alright, good. I was just checking. Anyways, like the baby who just went to his third transformation after he got some of the energies from GT Trunks, GT version of Gohan and Goten full grown, and Boa themselves, not just once, but more just 2 times in a row. Even though when Vegeta looks like that, it's more like saying that Vegeta became actual Saiyan cyborg Tuffle. But still, not with oil, it's just that how baby works for the Tuffles. and it's that difficult for people just to understand how he works. And we're actually going to get a new character from Face for the Super storyline, and that character was actually Kefla. But in her legendary Super Saiyan mixed with Super Saiyan transformation, she's using Vitalik sometimes. You know what I'm talking about, right, Kenzo?
Yeah. I want Super.
But still, it's kind of weird how when Tail and Khalifa's transformations are both different, because Tail is basically Universe 6's own legendary Super Saiyan Lord.
The old one, because the new one looks even better, basically.
Yeah, but still, even though she learned how to control that power when she was able just to realize she hates what she had become, like to be, shy and always to not be, strong enough. But thanks for that legendary Super Saiyan powers of hers, she really went berserk.
Yes.
And still, if you remember, legendary Super Saiyan might be able to work for, other different types. For example, for legendary Super Saiyan, for whichever type of your character is actually of, like what gender, what sex. For example, Bloy's a male, and he'll have more powerful strikers for being a male legendary Super Saiyan. And to Kale, she'll have far more deadly ki blast as a female Saiyan, thanks to be a female after all.
Talk about Xenoverse logic, aren't we?
Yeah, because yeah, it's like saying if I had a female Saiyan, with Super Saiyan, it will have a less for increase for strikers, but more increase for, ki blast for Super Saiyan. But for Super Vegeta, or should I say Ultra Super Saiyan in particular, the power itself was able to understand how you can understand the form and power of a Super Saiyan. And the future one is basically used to be one of the most powerful ones since it was able to recover your stamina too. Super Blue does the same thing, but it just takes away your ki quickly, only due to how much ki you have in it. Yeah. And if you have meditation, if you transform into Super Saiyan Blue and do meditation, you'll be able to stay in the form for much longer than participate. For how much
you just stay in the form in general. You just keep meditation up.
Yeah, and you better watch out, because if that meditation bar is gone, you are no longer to be a god. But you can still access the form though, not saying that you can't become a god again, or godness, whichever it is.
You're still a god until I'm down. But if you want to run out without meditation, then yeah. This might be more trouble than
and it will also become...
You're not bad.
They should have just made Super Saiyan God as normal transformation, because it's not just Super Saiyans. It's just supposed to be a god transformation. It's been super easy to give it to every race too.
But still, for all...
Except for the Freezer race. Except for the Freezer race. And the Super Saiyan, the Saiyan race, because they don't need it. They already have both Frieza and the same form.
You have to be kidding. This is...
Well, because the form for Frieza, because for Frieza he's training much harder than expected, because it's more likely to say if he would have been training under a week for more likely than 4 months or so. Because compare that between how the golden form is, because the golden form has much more powerful ki blast than actual Super Saiyan Blue and basically other forms of Super Saiyan.
But if you're gonna bend the rules like that, then I might as well do it. It's only fair for both of us to be on the same
level. Higher damage output in general.
Fine by me. Let's test our ultimate forms. Though being an elite, mine is innately superior.
I'm just trying to compare the stats between which...
Check it between...
You are just as strong as I thought you were. We definitely
not what I meant to do.
Whatever your ball game has my interest. Fight again!
And the best thing about between these forms is for Super Saiyan Blue, it's kind of one of the things I want to call like when Vegeta's in their form. I'm gonna call it like Super Vegeta Blue. Because if you remember from the series of Dragon Ball Super, where Vegeta was training Trunks for the like the Goku Black, Zamasu, Trunks, and Vegeta arc, because Vegeta was in this not just for a long part, but for the last part before when Zamasu where it came nearly close to an end when he got himself killed. And what shocked me enough just to realize that Goku did have a bunch of calls for Zeno, because Zeno might be a child, but he's goddamn tough.
Actually, he just kind of looks like a child. There's no way he is a child.
I'm not entirely sure why.
Zeno.
Because he's the king of the universe. Every universe. He's probably older than he is, actually. Oh yeah, because he's carefree, and that's why. Because he can wreck anything and everything.
Yeah,
it's not
but
like anything can really oppose him.
I'm the one you're fighting
Except
here.
for the Grand Prix, apparently. I know, Kenzie. Well, I think Grand Prix is more like just somebody's, you know,
And I still really hated when the Grand Prix said that none of, like, you know, the warriors from, you know, all the 12 universes couldn't fly because, and they're playing the power with the force ships because, you know.
I did make it playing fluid between Goku and Gyron. But if Gyron could fly, it would be impossible.
Well, if you know in the manga comics, Jiren just flew from the vacuum of space just to save his fellow companions between some giant monster. Which is mean that he's faster. Which means he's faster than any flying ship that you might able to know in the fictional universe. Even the Millennium Falcon.
That means he's faster than the speed of light.
And he could be at the same level as Superman, but if Superman's more faster...
I know Gyron can beat Superman because Superman cannot get to that level of power.
If there's like a, you know, more giant sun, because if DC Comics
remember, like, Superman's weakness is also red science, which is even worse weakness than we talk about space.
But don't forget, if there's like different types of suns, like some different suns, well, but the blue sun doubles Superman's powers, but we don't know about the other types, like.
So far we only know 3 colors, but yeah, we don't know what the other suns do. There could be possibly a green sun, and we have no idea where it could be. Or it could be completely new.
I think I know what we'll do. Same as side effects with kryptonite.
Nah, because actually, yeah, you're right. Instead of it wouldn't weaken him, but it would be killing him slowly. Because if it did the same thing as the red sun, but worse, that would be a cheap mechanic used in comic books.
Or it would have been like, you know, a gray kryptonite, which basically will dare like switch the good and evil from Superman, which because I thought that out on one of because they keep on making different kryptonites and different effects.
Okay, technically there's only one kryptonite, the other ones are just knockoffs.
And different effects are different between the original because they are different between how their power reacts.
Yeah, apparently black kryptonite makes them split personalities.
Yeah, like the yin and yang.
One of them, I don't even know what one of them did. What was so stupid that it, one of them could make its hair grow or something. I don't know. Like, just really stupid.
Well, one thing to tell this, because, well, Kal-El is basically a god who's living amongst man because that's who he is, and that's why he always doesn't wear a mask, is he's always smart enough just to wear different clothing, and he also learns just to, you know, wear glasses, nerd glasses, just to make sure that nobody recognizes between the two. Because if you know between the hairstyles of Superman and Clark, then they're both the same. But it's just with the glasses will just block away the true identity of Superman.
Which is honestly stupid until it's actually explained.
But hey,
Because it's not
it was a good identity though, just to keep it secret.
I know, but at first glance it's stupid, but the glasses actually do make him look like a different person.
Yeah, and he also has to use his own powers just to, like, for example, if you remember the quote that he said to Goku in Death Battle Round 2, like, every step he can make an earthquake, and with every breath he can make a hurricane.
Like, that's the old Superman. The current Superman can't do any of that, actually.
Well, who knows? Because
No, I'm serious. He wouldn't risk the, like, if this was a serious battle between them, Superman would have to hold back really badly. Because Goku is way more, way better at protecting cities than he is, ironically.
well,
But
even
if
though
this
he,
was like, if he didn't hold back, then yeah. Technically,
I'm not
can't
saying
do that?
I'm not saying that Superman's a bad guy. I'm still a big fan of him, even though when he
No,
always
not
has,
bad. No, I meant like, he is not a bad guy at all.
he's
He's
just
just too wonky of a character over the time, because he's really inconsistent.
and he knows how to be more serious around his opponents because he knows he's going to win. But if they have
Yeah,
such
but
a nice,
he's a lot weaker than Death Battle put him as.
well,
Like, he used to be able to do all that stuff, but they have to tone him down for storytelling. Which was a smart move, because if he was that strong now, he wouldn't be as popular. I'm just kidding, yeah, right? People would be debating, like, still be really mad between Goku versus Superman, and Superman would just win every one of those.
well, because for saying this, if there would have been possible chance if Goku would have gained so much limitless energy to match Superman would have been the Spirit Bomb. But the problem was, well, there'll be two problems. One, it'll be for many times Superman to kill Goku over again and again, and two, the Spirit Bomb does have no effect to ones who have good hearts, like Superman.
Oh yeah, because what I don't get is why it worked on Jiren. But I think it's because he's not Jiren. Actually, it doesn't really make sense.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me, but Jiren was able to push it back.
Yeah, but the thing is, he pushed it back with almost no effort. That's the weird part.
And Goku
Like,
tried to hold
it's
it with different, with all his powers, but he got himself killed, but then got resurrected somehow to become Ultra
He
Instinct.
didn't get killed, he just somehow absorbed he broke his limits, basically.
Because, and don't forget, every time when Goku breaks his limit, he knows that his Saiyan bloodline always going to have a limit. If you remember when Goku was about to do the final blow to Jiren and his Master Ultra Instinct form,
Yeah.
because
He couldn't hold it out. The stress was too much.
and that basically shows you that Saiyans have limits, only if they are at their full potential. So to say there's
Superman has a lot of limits too. So
only if he decides to,
actually,
use,
yeah, he has a lot. He's still limited because he can't be that. He's actually not that strong as like other characters in the DC universe. There are a lot of different ones that are way stronger than him. Doomsday. Doomsday.
I hate you for saying that, because, well, the two are the same, the both of those two are the same actual race. It's just that Doomsday was a baby.
Not in the comics. Not in the comics. I'm talking about the comic one because we are not talking about Justice League the movie. Now, only good DC movie live action so far is Wonder Woman.
Why? Because you like the part where, which I couldn't believe that Wonder Woman is actually a natural bloodline to Ares.
No,
like a
because
bro.
it's actually one of the only good movies they made as live action. I can't diss the animations because they're actually good. Like, the animated movies they do are actually good.
Well, they're actually going to make a movie of Aquaman for this year.
Yeah, if this isn't received well, then DC is gonna have a lot of problems in the future.
Well, there's one thing we're going to know what's going to happen. Because we know Arthur's father was a light poster guard, and his mother was, you know, the queen of Atlantis, who somehow came on the shore where the two had, you know, the bond relationship for a longer time. And
the problem is, everybody sees Aquaman as the guy who talks to fish.
well,
That does not help him.
well, basically how he was able to talk to the damn fish because he needs to be in the ocean to do it. And
The
goes,
problem is they made a joke out of that, so...
but also to understand this, Arthur was bullied when he was a kid, when he was in an aquarium, if you saw the trailer. And somehow the shark acted like weird because somehow Arthur, at kid age, was able to control the fish. Like, all those...
That actually is cool. But why in an aquarium?
Well, I don't know, because some bullies were just, you know, making him angry. Well, he tried to tell them to stop and they wouldn't listen.
Basically dumbasses. Dumbass bullies, cliche.
And then Aquaman's story begins where every time that someone's going to mess with the ocean, he's always going to jump in the ocean and decide to beat the living crap out of bad people. And the Black Manta's going to be in that movie too. And not forget Black Manta.
Wait, the what? Oh, you mean, yeah, that guy actually is cool.
But that guy, he's basically the one who wants revenge on Arthur's, like, Atlantean father or human, well, land dweller father. Like, he has a hatred for Atlanteans these days. Because he wants revenge. And then this red-haired chick who becomes the Queen of Atlantis, she has to find Arthur and to help him just to become the King of Atlantis because his half-brother, if you already know who he is going to bring war on the surface world.
I forgot his half-brother's name.
Yeah,
Dang
same
it.
here.
I know he is a thing, I just forgot his name because he's that insignificant now.
But still, the guy's a dick because he really thinks like bringing war on the surface world will do anything.
That's not gonna do sh...
Well, I don't know why.
Wait, the ocean is bigger than the surface. First of all, there's no point, actually.
Yeah. And second of all, what did we ever do to Atlanteans? We have done nothing.
Pollution.
If this takes place like before the Man of... If this is the part between where the Man of Steel happens, like where Zod's invasion happened, I think Aquaman and Kal-El's are both the same way because, you know, like, for example, Aquaman's half-brother wants to invade the surface world. And Zod, on a different way, Zod just wants to turn, you know, if you remember the Man of Steel movie, he wants to change the Earth to remake it as the new Krypton with the yellow sun.
Killing everybody.
Except for Superman.
Yeah, but Superman would be weak in that first, so he couldn't do anything.
Yeah, but at least he was able to stop it if you saw the movie.
Yep.
But still...
By snapping his neck.
But Zod did... Well, Superman did kill Zod, but also Zod's heat vision killed the people who were... into the point where... knowing that Zod was just trying to test Kal-El if he was going to save them, or if Zod was going to kill.
Kill them somehow, which is the weird part.
Possibly because when he got his neck cracked, possibly the heat vision running of stuff got into him right before the neck snapping happened. Like,
I don't think it did, because I think it showed them surviving it. Not sure though.
But still, at the very end, we really know what happens in the Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice one because 10 years later, after the invasion itself, everyone's names in the memorial place where Superman's statue is at, which represents the ones who died in Zod's invasion, will be remembered who they are. And if you know, some of those people might have a hatred aggressive to Superman because of what he, like, Superman didn't have enough time.
Like, the Man of Steel showed that Superman is still not, like, iconic to the public yet. After, like,
But after the invasion, though.
It showed that the public was still suspicious of him. Because of that he's technically still an alien.
But yet, even though that the United States government was about to find out where his actual location was, and who has his ship, and then Superman does the badass thing of all time. He destroys it. Just because he doesn't want the United States government to find out where he is, and where he lives. Because we all know why, because he doesn't want his own adopted human mom to, you know, to be questioned so much again. Because if you remember when Kal-El was a kid, when he was on Earth, you remember that, right? Kenzo?
Yeah.
Still there?
That's later.
But still, how did you feel the most when you saw the live-action version of Doomsday in the Dawn of Justice?
It was meh. I liked the ability, but he did not look good. No. They got
Well,
messed that up.
the first form looked fine, but still, he didn't have no fucking pants on. Look, he's naked. He's naked.
Oh God.
Yeah, you remember, he doesn't have any pants in this movie. He's basically Abomination wannabe.
Oh God. And Abomination was still better than him. In the movie-wise, not in a character. Movie-wise.
But as we already know, when Doomsday and Superman were both hit by a nuke, Doomsday survived, but Superman's corpse was still floating in the...
Yeah, because he's weak to radiation. That's another weakness. He's weak to radiation.
Except for Doomsday.
Because radiation... Yeah, Doomsday
gives him
is, like, resistant to almost everything.
Except for kryptonite.
Oh, wait. They killed him with kryptonite. Didn't they?
Yep.
That's not gonna work on him again. If they ever bring him back.
Dude. Kryptonite or not, they're gonna try different weak points just to use kryptonite. You know that kryptonite is always gonna be the obvious weakness. Remember.
No, on Doomsday, not anymore. Because remember, every time he dies, that thing that killed him doesn't work on him.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, they didn't think that through. Unless they make it a shit. Oh yeah, no, like they have to make a bullshit way for him to win now. They did that. That was a too eager way to win. Like it was good for the movie, but it's not good for future encounters.
And I hope.
Think this through enough.
And I hope Doomsday gets to have pants if he comes back.
Greetings. No, I hope they make a different Doomsday because the Doomsday in that movie was not the best.
Well, I don't
It was
wonder
cool
what.
after a while, but
Still, when you saw Doomsday shred his own skin, because you know that was fucking disgusting.
yeah.
But still, I gotta think it was goddamn sick at first, but it was cool though.
That was cool, but now the first little thing he looked like it was horrible, and then afterwards he actually was cool because of his new abilities.
Yeah, when he was
He looks really bad still. Like,
but if they do a newer version of him, but without using Zod this time, because
without Zod, because the Zod part was bad.
Because
They shouldn't have reused the villain. They shouldn't have reused the villain. That was a bad idea.
Well, it was kind of Lex's idea because
Yeah, but that was still bad, regardless, because we're talking about Lex Luthor. It should have been just a villain that was trying to kill Superman.
well, because Lex, as you know, he's always wanting to have perfection. Like, he wanted everyone just to have rage on the Man of Steel himself for, you know, from the Kryptonian invasion.
I think he just wants to take over, but I don't remember what his ideals were.
Take over the planet Earth to...
He wants to control everything, basically.
And he wants to be president. Which would be a stupid idea.
He did that in an alternate timeline. It was so bad.
Yeah, and guess what? He got sent to jail for almost letting the entire Earth be killed by a giant-sized meteorite kryptonite. That was heading towards Earth, goddammit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember that part, but still.
Wait, was that just a different movie?
It was an animated one.
Hey, it's me, Goku!
Wow.
Where, when Lex became president and saying that Superman was the one who killed Metallo, Like, if you know Metallo's real name when he was human. Like, you know who Metallo is.
Yeah, I know who Metallo is because he's basically just the robot with kryptonite.
He's basically the guy who was killed in Rumble
always
and
has
Superman.
kryptonite. All I remember him is the robot who always has kryptonite.
He used to be a human once, but
I know.
he was crushed into rumbles by a building because Superman couldn't save him in time. And
And that's why he has a grudge against him?
And Lex decides to bring him back by transferring his own brain into a robotic body and putting like fake human flesh tissues of what Metallo's original self looks like before.
Oh yeah, because like before Superman like kind of scorched his skin off, he actually looked human again. He was powered by kryptonite.
But still, when Metallo realized when he looked in the mirror, he said it was all fake. It was based on the the Superman animated series, if you remember it.
Yep.
Like when he removed that freaking foot. Like, when he put his hands on his little face, I was like, what the hell is he doing? And when I see him remove that, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because back then you were still a kid, right?
No, I didn't know about the series because I was born in 2000. I
was born in 2002 and I knew about it.
Well, there's one thing you should have learned. The metal behind, well, the best quote about Metallo is his greatest quote from the very beginning from, the animated series Superman I told you about. Because Metallo says this for his best quote: "It's all fake. A fraud!" And now there's the reality. The metal behind the man. It's what I am. It's who I am. Metallo.
That's actually a cool
quote.
Damn.
Yeah. And also one of the best quotes from the Batman series, like back in 2000.
Oh yeah, the Batman series were actually like watchable.
Yeah, the one that has an African American guy who was voiced for the Joker. I forgot who his name was, but he was a good voice actor for the Joker, and for the voice actor of that principal for American Dad too. And for the 2012's Ninja Turtles for Nickelodeon, because he did a voice acting for the Shredder.
Ow.
And one thing to say is, one of Metallo's best quotes in the Batman series when they put Superman in there, like saying this, "You look a little green, you know why? I love kryptonite. Can't get enough of it." Because, that's basically what Metallo's gonna be like, because having kryptonite that's basically in his own cybernetic android body, but still, people think he's a cyborg, but he's an android, a full-on android with a human brain inside of that metal head of his.
Yeah, I got he's more android than cyborg.
Yeah, but for like the ones who I know in Dragon Ball, they're basically cyborgs.
Yeah.
For saying about 17, 16, and 18. Like, if you remember when 16's head was squished by Cell? Yeah, because part of that splattered blood.
Why did you have to say that one as an example?
Hey, it's me, Goku!
Well, because for 16, he spattered blood when his head got squished.
I know, but still, why did you have to say 16? Come on. That was actually like a gory moment. That made him that was actually kind of heartbreaking. For Gohan, especially. Because he was the nicest. Oh yeah, he is an android. Technically. He's the only android. Technically speaking. Because Cell is not an android. I don't care what anybody says. He's technically not an android.
He's a bio-cyborg, but most likely a bio-android to people who say that. In my story, he's a bio-cyborg because he can still bleed.
No, because remember when Vegeta blew him to bits with the Final Flash? He's cool and still mainly
believe in yourself. Do it!
show the power we made together.
How much damage you look at it. He's basically still a cyborg. Big bang attack. One of Vegeta's cooler moves.
And one of Vegeta's powerful ones. Until when he replaces it with Final Flash. He still uses Big Bang Attack.
No, Big Bang Attack is still a super, basically.
Well, it's still a
Makes
super,
sense.
but not his ultimate though.
Yeah.
The Final Flash has always been Vegeta's ultimate final, or his ultimate attack, for every single one. Whenever he's going to use it though.
Basically.
Well, Vegeta's original super ultimate attack and super attack was the Gallic gun.
Yeah, luckily they made Super Gallic Gun an ultimate, and it perfectly suits it.
Which will match the same way how Vegeta charged up that much ki for his Gallic gun when he was fighting Goku for the older days. Where Goku returned after King Kai's and beat the living crap out of Nappa with Kaioken. And yeah. It did the same with Vegeta, but with the ×4 with the Kamehameha wave. And it was kind of awesome.
Yes.
But still, the Kaioken does put a damage waste to Goku's body, to his health
Yeah,
and
that's
stamina.
why it works better with
Like
Super
with the
Saiyan Blue, which Ki control versus stamina drain, basically.
yeah. But if you have a Super Soul, which is two different ones, Body Don't Let Me Down, which is the Kaioken one, and if you have the one that has for, you know, I've been saving this Kaioken, so what will happen is the Kaioken, if you have the Super Saiyan Blue Goku Super Soul with the Kaioken thing, for the Step 1 version, you'll recover stamina quickly if you're in the first stage. The second stage, well, drains less stamina over
But he
time.
drains health.
Well, if you're using the normal Kaioken for CAC, that's what I'm saying.
Ah, never mind. No, that just... Like, the first stage doesn't drain that much stamina. The second stage only drains a little bit, but the third stage drains it really fast. It's
Yeah,
29, basically.
that's why I always want to use the normal stage instead. But I do know
actually,
the
20
other...
times. Yeah, it's infinite teleports until it goes away. That's the problem.
Yeah. But you still cannot replace what Kaioken can do to your body. A real shame.
Yep.
Yep.
But the stronger you train your body, the more you can use of it.
Yeah. Kind of wish that there would have been a master stage for the Kaioken. Like, if for the next game, or possibly for a new awakening skill for Kaioken. I'm just saying. Like, imagine for a new awakening skill for Kaioken where you could master it with no stamina draining. Like, that would be awesome. And it'll be slightly OP too.
Greetings.
Like, you know that would be cool, right? But it'll come at cost if it does, like, you know, if it will drain your health, so like how the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken would do. But hey, who knows? Like, it's a master stage of Kaioken. If it's going to drain your health like how it would do to Super Saiyan Blue. But
Actually, Kaioken should not drain that much. It's like you're really strong in stamina.
True power of a Saiyan.
It should be like, they should fix that because like just because it's a greater drain does not mean like you can't train your body to counteract that.
well, no,
Like the more stamina you have, the less it drains.
But if you do have that much stamina, though, well, if you don't have that much stamina, though, you're just gonna basically
but
stick
the moment
with.
you lose all your stamina, actually, if you go out of Kaioken, it doesn't like regain his stamina as fast. Like for us, like a little bit about like if you try spamming that in Xenoverse 2, they should keep the mechanic where like you can barely get your stamina back if you exit it for like a short bit.
Yeah, no kidding.
So it can't be cheap. So it can't be really cheap. But the moment it breaks, it should be like a normal stamina break, basically, regardless. But they did add Super Saiyan, I mean, just a God transformation in general to Namekians, Boos, and Earthlings. Earthlings have a Master Roshi transformation available. They just don't decide to do that. Just complete horseshit. But moving on.
But still, we're gonna see how life goes in Dragon Ball's history.
Yeah.
For you know.
But what would have been like for Dragon Ball to have Gohan as the protagonist instead? Ah.
Well, the reason is for Gohan in the Dragon Ball Super storyline, like, ever since it was
at the Cell games,
at the Cell games,
like, he was supposed to be the protagonist.
And was also one of the strongest fighters since Goku knew that he would have had that much power.
He was technically stronger than Goku at that point, and
Vegeta.
shafted. But then shafted by storytelling because he decided not to train after he beats Cell.
Until when he gets to the World Tournament, the actual one.
Oh yeah, but even then he didn't train
that much because he has to
badly
study.
rusty.
Because
badly rusty anyway.
Because he has to study, and
Yep.
Chi-Chi decides to train Goten, and during for the first couple of trainings, one of them was to cause Goten to go Super Saiyan quickly, which is goddamn bullshit, and I have no idea how the hell is that possible.
Everybody hates that. Everybody, except for me, because I don't really give a crap. Because it didn't add that much to the story in general. This Blue Saga, because there's still fairly basic.
Yeah, but still, it was kind of, that fucking thing. What the fuck, moment.
But now the fact that you like Vegeta said Goten wasn't going to be in the tournament was stupid.
Well, because if you know this, that's the only way for those two to get stronger, and they should have got stronger if their dumb mom didn't decide to take them off of every single goddamn.
Bulma has no excuse because Trunks has all the time in the freaking world.
Except for Chi-Chi, which is too aggressive to be an actual mother. She's a freaking...
She's trying, but the stress from Goku is not helping.
Yeah. And
she could be a good mother, but...
because she has to be with an idiot husband who is an alien. Yeah.
Who's died like countless times.
Well, he died about 2 times.
Yeah, that's actually a lot, considering that he's supposed to be a father right now.
Bring them over here.
Also, he died for the 3rd time by hit.
But he resurrected himself before he went to the afterlife.
Piccolo did that. He resurrected.
No. He hit himself with the heat and restart his own heart. Somehow. Which actually kind of doesn't make sense now that I think about it.
Wait a minute, was it a kid like he shot up to the sky once he got hit by a hit?
Yep, because he hit just let it go because he thought he missed because he hit him. But he almost died. No, he almost went to the afterlife.
And King Nemo doesn't want to learn, like, say, Goku, what the fuck happened to you, man? Why did you die? And some
came back. Goku, the master of not dying, because plot armor.
And for saying power levels of bullshit.
Same power level.
You're not bad.
Thanks.
You're a lot better than you look, I'll give you that.
But when you...
You okay? You okay?
But still, when you see the storylines between people like this, you know that they are really wanting to fight you just because.
I'd better train a bit more.
Because for Saiyans, you might believe that you might be the strongest guy or gal, but don't know that there's some people gonna be out there, not in our universe, possibly in other universes, stronger than you. Which gave us an idea for how Goku and Vegeta and his Z Warriors always do one thing to get stronger is by training, which they do all the time.
It's a done deal. Sorry, but it usually is.
You know that.
Get out of my
I don't know why I
sight!
shot that guy. Shut up.
It isn't over yet. It
But
isn't
still,
over yet.
even though when Frieza was afraid about the Saiyans at first hand, right before we know about, you know, to the other.
Not scared at all.
Better not get up to your old trick. I mean,
Like, now he can actually take Goku and Vegeta on. We all know he's gonna be let's face it.
It's your
Yeah,
turn to lose.
and obviously he's going to try to do with his dirty tricks again.
You gotta save Vegeta.
Yep, because there's no way he's losing again ever. Like, he does not want to lose ever again against Vegeta. Nobody
Well,
said he would win against Beerus,
Now
though.
we're allowed to.
He's too strong for him.
it isn't over yet.
He can't, I just realized, I'm betting Beerus has to talk to Frieza right now, because he's trying to control him in the universe to keep the mortal level up, so another turns on power never happens.
Well, thank God it didn't happen.
I thought you would. We definitely win the
Yeah,
tournament.
because, like,
You
Xeno
don't
was about to
understand
erase
things.
their universe,
Am I right?
technically speaking, so Goku technically saved them. Not in the best way, though.
Well,
Not in the best way.
thank God that they're still alive.
Yep. They can't complain about being alive still. That's for sure.
Yeah, but still, when you compare between the other people in the storyline of Dragon Ball, you know that they are really gonna know what the hell is gonna happen next.
Oh, shit. Ow! Ooh, almost into the water. Curse you, Eidolon terrorists, or whatever, Eidolon. Whatever sentient's name was for this stuff. Stop contaminating the water, damn you. I'm about to
Man, Warframe. Well, I remember playing that game. It's really one of the good games. And I really want to be in a new dojo because the one I was in, the Fire Breeze one, which was one of my friends who played the game that you're playing.
Chroma?
No, the
You mean-
dojos, like for the clan.
Oh, you mean...
Yeah.
Yeah?
Do you have a clan? Like you and Jack do?
Yeah, but all my friends went to a different clan right after this. So
What?
I don't know if Jack and I will go to that clan after this.
What? No, I mean, do you have a clan of your own?
No, I just joined the clan basically.
Well,
Technically, yeah.
I really want to be in the new clan. Because I left my old one.
Ew. I don't want to make a new one because that means you have to redo everything. And I really need the support for everything.
Well, I don't know how to make a clan at first hand. Like... Still a little new to the game, though.
Yeah, like, Warframe takes a while to get used to. Because it's a cool game, but you have to give it time. Like, a lot of time.
Yeah. I've been drinking. Not, you know, bad drinks.
You mean just drinking drinks?
Crystal Lights. It's basically a diet drink. More like a diet version of Kool-Aid. And it's a bad type too.
What?
Like there's different colors of them.
Oh, okay.
Well, I really wanted you to be on Xenoverse 2 as well because for, you know, just
I
for
don't want to go on until the update comes.
For, you know.
I'm too strong in Xenoverse right now. With the Power Rush combo I can always do. Because it used to be just 2 ultimates, now I can just spam 1. And every fight I will almost always win with my CC. Doesn't matter who it is, as long as if I pull that off, it's an insta-kill. Regardless. Yeah. That's why I'm waiting for this balance update. Literally.
And don't forget the CAC ones too. You know what I mean?
Wait. You mean the CAC balance updates?
No, like you could just like switch out between whichever CAC you're gonna use.
Yep, yeah, that one I'm looking forward to the most. Because if I can actually fight my brother's CAC with mine finally, that'd actually be really cool.
If I can be able to transfer Jacob Black, and for fighting Jacob Xenoverse, if I decide to, you know, do a 1v1 battle for offline, I think that will work for me. To do, like, you know, Jacob Xenoverse versus his own demon twin brother, Jacob Black. Who will win the fight? Who knows until you see it.
Yep. Meanwhile, it's Key Blast. My fight is basically just Key Blast brother. Starting versus Key.
And
I'm not against winning, but yeah, so you can win if you have smart really deep. I know that. Because my character suffers from stamina breaks. Yeah, but you don't get me stamina broken, and like, if you do a quick stamina break, it's basically over for you. Because I have all my stamina back again.
yeah, so you better be quick just to kick Kenzo's ass, Kenji.
Yeah, but me, on the other hand, I can kill him, Kenzie, I can kill you really easily. Because of your health degrade. Because once you combo from me and Kenzie's dead, that's a problem.
Yeah, I think Kenji will evade.
It's a battle of wits. Basically.
I think it's a battle between two brothers who wants to say who's the best. You're the best in my opinion.
Now, let's because of how cheap Xenoverse really are with the Earthling combo. That's the only reason.
Well, in my opinion, you're still the best. Well, you should feel happy for it because, well, it's just only how, you know, power levels work in these days. Because power levels are goddamn bullshit for saying. Because that's what
really need them. They need power levels in Xenoverse too. That's a really big problem right now.
Yeah, and that's what for Saiyans are gonna be. Power level bullshit. That's what my thing for saying about saying power level.
Honestly, just waiting for Xenoverse 3 so I can get a new transformation for Earthlings. Because the power level one was cool, but it's useless as fuck.
Yeah. Well, I thought there's gonna be like, you know, maximum full power one, like the one for Roshi used.
Yeah, I was to say, like, that one's a better one.
Yeah, it would have been a better one, but we got the useless one from the two Ginyu Force wannabe copycat, Videl and Gohan.
It would have been better if they just made us, like, a stupid Saiyaman costume transformation. I would have cared less, because it's actually useful, for once.
And plus, the transformation of the costume would be fucking stupid.
Yeah, but at least you wouldn't be downgraded to something weak.
Well, sure,
that's actually, like, if you were a Saiyaman, you'd actually be way stronger than the Great Saiyaman himself.
Oh, yeah, true, because you're a CAC and you can do whatever you want. Because
Gohan didn't train his ass.
Hey.
Ah, shit! It's a giant ship!
Don't blame him just for it. It's always Toriyama's gonna make up the storylines of these characters. Because we already know that he's the one who made it go on to be like that.
Yep, that was bad. Honestly.
But the old version of Gohan was, you know, slightly, well, always the badass motherfucker.
Now, he's always my favorite one, other than Ultimate Gohan now, because they redeemed him somewhat in the Tournament of Balance.
And then he had to be unredeemed after the event from the Tournament of Balance. Because after the...
Actually, no, because he's actually gonna train, because he's done with the study, because he's actually bad. I think. I'm not for sure, but the moment he's
yeah, but he's also gotta make some excuses for why he wasn't always at the job.
No, because when he's not in his job, he can train at night time. Because who said he needed as much sleep as a normal human?
That's it.
If you're a hybrid of a Saiyan, and
Yeah, even a hybrid, yeah, he would be way better off. Multitasking getting better. Doing just studies or training.
yeah,
Because if he never married the Dallo, that he'd actually be a lot better. Because
but he
he
still,
would still be weaker because TT is more sick. He would be more like semi-strong. He'd be stronger than he was in the Resurrection of F. Like, he wouldn't be... He'd be even a worse character.
but still, at least they did the story part where he actually made Videl. Because we all know that's obvious, because the two fall in love at the actual time because of after the Blue event, and even though the Videl didn't know that Gohan was the same kid who killed his Cell from the Cell game. Until he tells her that.
It's actually funny, like, how TFS did that.
Yeah, it's that funny when I realize how, you know, you don't know that the same kid.
Vidal's a young kid to watch Gohan scene. I wonder how that's gonna go.
Yeah, I wonder how her reaction was when she still has to keep looking back at the picture. Well, because if you know, some recorders at the Cell game back then must have got all the footage between, you know, the other players.
Yep. Honestly, I'm surprised nobody recognized who Goku was. Because seriously, he literally saved the Earth before Vegeta even came. From King Piccolo.
And
I'm actually surprised they
and don't forget about you know, Vegeta's Super Gallic gun.
No, nobody even saw that. That was stupid, actually.
But
They should have
still,
seen it. It was cool.
if they would have saw it, that would have changed course of history.
I don't think it actually changed that much because
I think there was.
it wouldn't really change. Actually, it wouldn't really change much of the Dragon Ball. All it would be more like is that Goku was still being praised, and that's it. Blah 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 blah. It wouldn't change
Yeah.
that much.
But still, Hercule's the one to be praised at, because he's gonna make up stories of saying that he was the one who did this and did that, which we already know.
Actually,
And
I bet he would make up a story where he was Goku's master. If that ever happened.
if that happens, I am.
People would believe.
Let me say this. If he did say that, then I am done with Dragon Ball. Period. I'm sick and tired of goddamn Hercule. I'm sick and tired of how Toriyama decides to make these characters like, oh my fucking god, why the fuck you
Yeah,
do
I would
this?
not want to see that either, now that I think about it. That would be a terrible idea. The problem with Toriyama is he's forgetful, so he could do, if he does that, it'll be like, bad. It'd be so bad.
Well, Toriyama's almost getting to the end of his limit. Once he dies, and someone's going to take his place.
Like, the person who's making the Dragon Ball Super manga well probably that. Because he is writing the manga for him.
But the manga is different between how the actual storyline goes.
It was going good until it was Kefla versus Gohan, because now that's not speculations.
Yeah, with people, it's more likely to be
People
more.
are all raging about it. Yeah.
And I still can't believe if Kevlin's gonna beat Gohan.
If Gohan wins by himself, it would be so bad for their fan, like the Dragon Ball Super fan base.
All right.
Nobody cares about like they like the Khalifa in the manga better because she's not as annoying as that anime one. Amazing.
Yeah, and don't forget, Khalifa is the cocky bitch.
Yes. And again, she has no idea about Satan from the universe, so it makes sense.
And don't forget, she was the one who caused her and her sister in the anime to get their asses frickin' defeated by Ultra Instinct First Stage Goku. Cause
herself looks great against Goku.
but still, with Kefla, you know that this shit is gonna get fucking crazy.
In the Dragon Ball Super movie, they're gonna have to reference Kale because Broly's basically, technically to that Goku, no, exactly the same, except much more dangerous.
Yeah, since he's canon now.
Saying that Broly is stronger than Beerus.
And people say that Broly is stronger than Beerus.
No, not that, not yet.
Unexpected.
But
Like, when the movie comes out, that'll be the speculation.
Yeah.
Get out of my sight!
But the best thing about between how Saiyans work these days
How dare
is only how, you know, how the characters more work in progress. And once they work in progress, you know that they are really gonna change up the storylines and possibly gonna make a newer Dragon Ball anime storyline. Just like they did with Super.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. If we
But which will include, you know, that could
Fighter C is like an interesting app. Or the fact that it's after the tournament of power and somebody new is pulling the reins over
I
time.
don't believe it! You're seriously awesome!
And one thing about for, you know, the power forms for every single race, because, you know, for Golden Frost Demon's form, it's more likely to be a demon god in that form, because if you have that type of power, you know that you're really going to be that goddamn strong and tough. Tough as
Basically.
steel. Not really tough as...
nails.
Yeah, tough as nails, though.
Then again, Golden Frieza is... I like how they made Golden Frieza get his butt kicked by Kale in the manga. That was great. That was great. I don't care what anybody says. That was great. Yeah, but like, that proves that... Yeah, that's a way better like power scaling than Super Saiyan Blue versus like Kali in the manga. Because the Golden Frieza is actually on par with Goku. That was proven. I know, but it's a better power cell comparison than the anime did it, remember?
But still...
Because in the anime, Kali just got wrecked by Jiren right off the bat. No, like, barely any effort. Just
Okay.
wrecked.
Yeah.
What kind of
when you realize
opponent
that happens,
will
you're
you
like, well, gee.
They at least, like, show how strong Universe Ultimate is. Basically, just Power Rangers. Like, how strong they actually are together, not individually, but together. It actually makes a lot more sense.
But still, we actually get to know that when Jiren realized in the anime, when Kale was going to go full berserk and decide to, you know, do everything in her powers just to kill everybody. You know, Jiren's always going to be that guy of a Superman wannabe, knowing that he's always got it. But he did. And he did it.
Wait, what?
Like, wait a minute.
What talk about that, like? Ah, you're that shit.
What's wrong with what?
No! Give me that shit! No!
remember that your opponent
Big gang, help me. Who do you think is gonna win? One. But still. Who do you think is gonna win once they make the manga of Gohan versus Kefla? Like, make your opinion. Kenzo, make your opinion right now. Who's ever gonna win, Kefla or Gohan from the next manga?
No idea. I'm just poor Kenzo. Shut up.
I'm just saying, like, who's gonna win?
Who? And the manga?
Yeah, Kefla or Gohan?
Considering that Toriyama is trying to govern this, I don't know why he's doing that.
Well, who are you gonna choose? Like, choose whichever one.
I'm gonna Kefla because it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, combined with the Super Saiyan power.
But if he just lands a good shot on her, I would totally believe that. Because Kefla's cocky. Like that, we can't overlook that. No, because Kefla's really cocky.
Oh yeah, because if you know one thing, she has Khalifa in that fusion, in that fused body.
Yeah.
Slightly stronger opponent to take on this.
And we already know that Gohan will be cocky too if he gets the upper hand. So, because you know that's how Goku, Vegeta are basically are. For you know.
Pain. I'm not.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
This is the end.
Like what?
That Gohan will get cocky too if he gets the upper hand too.
No, because he's weaker. If he's stronger, he would get cocky, but he's weaker, so he doesn't get cocky.
Well, in the manga though, but we're gonna find out.
Really Actually, right. Never mind. Gohan will probably fuck this up hard.
Hey, remember the thing where he did to Buhan? Well, to Super Boo? Yeah.
Yeah, if he does that to Kefla, that would be horrible. Because everybody will figure out, like, everybody will just flip that they screw Gohan just like that. Because it's even worse than scaling him to Khalifa. It's even worse. Stop shafting Gohan, first of all. He's supposed to be technically the third strongest person on Earth, actually. But now...
Who's number one? I think number one strongest is Vegeta.
No, because Piccolo's stronger.
This is a nuisance.
Am I right?
Did you consider the power difference between us before you
Vegeta
decided
is
to fight?
the number one strongest because he's stronger than Goku.
As of right now, yes. But if he doesn't go Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, Vegeta fans are gonna just call it out, and they're all gonna be mad. Basically.
And they're possibly going to train on more just to push their limits to farther up.
Because of the freaking master... I need master rank, I think. If I need the master rank, I think.
That was quite good. I'm impressed.
Because achievements give you master rank, apparently.
It is a surprise that someone like you exists.
Actually, I'm just gonna go back to see it. I didn't even act lunch, actually.
You didn't eat lunch?
Yep. Luckily, it's still around lunchtime, technically speaking. So, I'm just gonna eat lunch the moment I get exit out of the place. Oh, by the way, Dick, did you go to the planet
Well,
yet?
since I've had fun.
And if you did, how'd you think of it?
Oh, the asteroid planet one?
No, like Earth. Remember?
Oh, Earth?
Seems
Oh. After when I was
ordinary
first
person.
resurrected by that, you know, that guy who puts that little device on your character, it felt good to be on Earth. But going on to other planets was more hyped when I decided to want to fight, want to kill more bad people.
Did you go to the plains of Eidolon?
Which is the one that's next to Mars.
No. like Earth. Basically Earth, like free roam. Kenzie, shut up. Remember, Jacob's still new to everything in
Oh,
Warfare.
I'm sorry. Was I knocked down?
There's still a lot of things you haven't figured out yet, but... Shut up, Kenzie! I fished! I'm a
Kenzie,
master fisher!
shut up before this up. Kenzie! I swear to
Jacob,
God,
don't
I
argue that
swear
much
to
because-
God, if you keep talking, I will
Oh,
grab my buzz.
you're quite-
Damn it, lay up your hands as long as you can please the devil, you goddamn crazy!
Jacob,
Oh,
if
wait,
you do
Blair!
that, I have to call the police. Jacob, if you do that, I have to call the police.
I don't have a real buzz actually, I'm just joking.
I know, but if you did that, I would have to call the police on you. Well, that's exactly what I need to do. And by me, I mean you. So Kenzie, biggest on the chair.
Woohoo! Sucker!
But you'll need at least this much strength in the tournament to survive. It would also be prudent to remember that there could be someone far stronger than Jiren out
So,
there.
anyone still there?
I don't believe it!
Before I go,
You're
eat lunch,
seriously
I'm still here.
awesome!
Oh yeah. Okay.
What am I looking at again? Wow! Wow, I need a greater lens. You game. You. Dang it! That's annoying! Ah, fuck, did you check Venus at all? Oh. Oh. That's it. Oh, it just goes down and out. I'm gonna try finding a different planet to extract your pot. Oh my god, wait. I can put a just extractor here, Kenzie, because you decided to get almost all the nodes. Thanks. Yeah, this I'm gonna put some reactor.
Greetings.
Oh, apparently Saturn's also forming itself, so Jack should have went with me here instead. That would have been a lot easier on both of us. I don't think I'll be. Oh, fudge. Actually, her gun doesn't look as bad, but can I even take her on still? I don't like this.
I wonder why
Also-
you and your brother always have to fight for every single time in the Xenoverse. But still, when you're ready for this, you know, whichever OC you want to be.
When this update comes out, Kenzie can just. I can use Kenzie on the same account.
Yeah, and it will have the same stats for the Kenzie beat the game on.
What? What you do, Kenzie? Does that hurt? Kenzie, that's not very helpful! Thanks! The frick! I hate you! Why? Why, Kenzie, why? I'm bored! Nothing.
You have nice new.
Oh, I was looking for this. Shut up, Kenzie!
I wonder. It's going
Oh
on.
god, Limbo is dabbing. Oh god.
Still.
God.
How old is Toriyama, by the way?
Wait, what?
How old is Toriyama? I don't know.
Actually, yeah, I believe it.
Toriyama. We don't know how old he is. Kenzie, you did heard that, right?
Greetings.
Yeah, I have no idea how old Toriyama actually is. Kenzie, do you know? Wow, Kenzie, thanks.
Well, possibly when his age is gonna be revealed. Like, whenever he dies at that age, we're gonna realize how old he was.
By the way, Kenzie, how many resources did I actually get?
See, I wish I could tell, but I didn't know.
What did it say before you extracted it? The frick! I probably shouldn't have picked this planet then. Okay, I need all. Like, are you kidding me? How? How does this not? How am I? It's even a sabotage. I can do that anytime later.
All right!
No, oh, I can do it here, but I can't do it on the other planet. Wow! Wow! I don't even need to put an extractor there. I don't need to put a ductor there either. Actually, I don't. Okay, I think yeah, I'm gonna put an extractor on this planet instead. So I just need to complete a supply. Sure, I'll do it later. And call it. So it should be good. I'm gonna start making this. Yeah, I'm trying to make this tier 2 amp because I need it. I need to get birth rate levers, that's all I need. And I have no idea how to get that. Why is it not showing me?
Not bad. You surprised
me?
me.
Any of the fish face thing. I fought it! No, the thing is I'm looking at here. You, Dave. Yes! Nice spot! What kind of BS is this? The Mercury? That's why I'm trying to make the... No, that's why I'm trying to make the bacon. I'm trying very hard, but... Why can't I make it? Did you make it for me or not? Okay, I need to get down to do this. Hey. Now, I already know which one I need to go to. It's the easiest one to find, like, to see in the water, basically. Xenoverse?
Yeah, I still am.
Okay.
And also for the free updates, it also come with some newer Hero Coliseum figures. That's been told by some other YouTubers.
Yeah, I heard that.
40 newer Coliseum figures.
I'm thinking basically every other character in the game.
If they're gonna have few, I am not gonna choose him. I'm just gonna destroy him for parts so that I could have enough, like, experience points with my, you know.
Okay. I wouldn't do that, but okay.
It's just because he's a goddamn cocky little brat.
Thanks, Dad. That's why you're more times. Mortis Mudfish? Shit, I don't know if that's... Can you search up the Mortis Lungfish?
But who knows if...
Yeah, we need tutorials.
But hey, who knows if there's gonna be the next, like, free update after this one. Like, for next year, I think. For, you know...
Oh, okay, for Mortis Lungfish, should be going at night.
Oh, okay.
They lost it.
Like, we all know that we don't know about the next update for Xenoverse 2. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Kenzie? Kenzo? Yes, I got them.
What did you say?
You kind of think that there'll be another, like, DLC update for Xenoverse 2? Like, free updates? Like, if there's... Like, since we're gonna get newer Hero Coliseum figures and customized partners too, well, I'm not gonna customize partners, like, to choose whichever OC you want to bring in to your actual game.
So you can make any about and bring them anyway. Like OC something.
Like, I kinda wish if you could make one of them to be like a partner, that would be cool.
I know. I'm just hoping they allow you to select another OC and random battle time. If you did that parallel ones, you have to put broken team, basically. Because OPOC is breaking with, like, either, like, a ton of melee damage or a ton of melee damage. They destroy, like, enemies.
Yeah, but one thing is, I really wish that they could make the OC, like, the OC customized partners, like, our OC.
You saw me get a ton of pitch. I kind of bitch. I'll be back. I'll be back. I didn't watch that one. Totally forget.
Son, you always been cute. time with the images. Welcome back.
Jack, go to the Jack party.
Where? This is Jack's first party. I don't. Let me see. Does Jack have any other parties?
I don't believe it! You're seriously awesome!
Yeah, I know, son. Which makes her my sister-in-law. I am crazy. Crazy for days, boy. And I'm crazy just to make my son laugh. Crazy for days. Ah, Ah!
People of Canton City, have you been to the Hero Coliseum yet? There you can enjoy explosive figure battles using the state-of-the-art battle simulator. You've got all kinds of hero figures at your disposal, and you can use and combine them in any way you see fit. The number of combinations is unreal. Mix and match figures to create your own ultimate team.
Alright folks, we're gonna end the live stream here. I'm gonna take a little break, take a little jog. I gotta get some training to do in real life. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, and the notification button you'll do if you subscribe. And yeah, a yin and yang. Peace out, mother humpers.